Hello, everyone. It's been a while since I posted. Thought I'd try to do a video and let you know what's on my mind. Don't know who will find me, but it's a beautiful day here where I live, and I know that I live and move and have my being in Yeshua HaMashiach. Soon it will be Passover, and strangely enough, I was doing Google Lens to this beautiful purple flower because I'm going to mow now that I got my John Deere repaired yesterday. I'm going to have to get Fix-A-Flat though. He told me that's what I should use. I'm going to show you this purple flower. I Google Lensed it. It's growing everywhere if you can see. And this here is what you call salvia. And that puts you on like worse than an LSD trip, like really freaked out. From what I researched when someone mentioned it online to me one day. Months and months ago, I researched it. So I will be mowing this down, if that's salvia, because I Google Lensed it and that's what it came up as. These. So, that said, that was kind of funny. There's my fig over here. And this is a muscadine growing on this tree here, which is neat. It's grabbed onto this and just sort of all over it. So when it does mature, I'll have muscadine. Makes me not want to move. Talking about all this now because I'm thinking about it. Thinking about leaving here. And I love it here. That's the bad part about listing this. I might have to do it though, because you see they're putting the 5G around here and I am against 5G so bad for health reasons. If you do your research on it, it's a millimeter wave. It's not like 1, 2, 3, 4G. There's a Department of Defense weapon. And it does do a lot of damage. TSA, people get cancer and die from having those wands they use all the time. And people aren't going to tell you this stuff. They put a lot of those CCP, if you know what that means, lanterns hanging up, arching out over the highway too. From town this way, they're chopping all the trees out, which give you oxygen, and replacing it with 5G, which does take and remove oxygen molecules out of your blood. Believe it or not. Do your research. So, but it is a beautiful day today, and all we live in, and I guarantee it, is the present. So we live in the present, not knowing if tomorrow will come. Hey, Posey. What a good boy. He's over his chicken obsession. He was always staring at the little chicks I've got up in the coop up there. As far as Israel, if I lived in Judea, I would be fleeing now. If you believe in Messiah, you know what he said to do when you see Israel surrounded by armies. Those in the mountains flee Judea. I don't believe what most people believe. I believe what's written. And I see written things that talk about a desolation. It already foretold that Gaza would be nothing but for shepherds on that seacoast. It already said that would happen. It also says that Egypt goes down and gets wiped out. But then again, it says also in the scriptures, in more than one prophetic book, that only 1/3 remnant remains after war, famine, pestilence kills 2/3 of the population that are, quote, cut off. And all the land not in one nation. And the remnant will return to God's ways. And we will live and we will worship Messiah, those of us who he selects out of his elect to remain until he returns. So that's the good news. That is the good news. Those who surrendered their lives to the Messiah and walk in his light and have chosen to repent of their own ways and live according to his way, and knowing his ways are higher than our ways, and he is the Redeemer, and he is the Good Shepherd that leads us in the ways of righteousness. So we will follow him and what he says to do. We do what Yahweh says. If he says go, we go. If he says stay, we stay. I pray about this, that he gives me direction for whatever I'm supposed to do about here. This will be very hard to sell of all the things I've sold, I think. But then again, no. I lived somewhere 21 years in a home I built in the Smoky Mountains that I designed and built. Well, I didn't design it. I plagiarized it off a Jim Barner log home. But I cleared those fields of the 9 acres I own there of rock and threw them on the carryall of the tractor with my ex-husband. On the tractor I bought that got taken during the divorce, along with all the furniture and my antique truck, and horses were stolen. Everything happened to me there. A lot of things happened, but I have been delivered from a lot of evil, and he has given me time to heal of a lot of traumas, not just childhood traumas, but adult bad choice traumas and other traumas that people put upon me. But we live and move and have our being in him. And we have to take life one day at a time, as he said. Do not worry about tomorrow. It doesn't add 1 cubit to your life. Oh, he's back to his obsession on the little baby chicks I've got in here. This was a dog kennel, but it's a huge chicken coop with only 3 chickens in it. Why, you say? I don't see buying all that chicken feed for one person. No guarantee I'm going to sell the eggs. And if the government comes in taking everyone's chickens away, I'm only out 3. I didn't invest a whole bunch. See, 3 will lay me plenty of eggs, so I don't have to go to the store and pay $5 for a dozen. Hi, babies. The sun's been very hot, so this is something I rigged up because I don't have a screen door or whatever, or barred door. It works. When they get bigger, I can put them out here. My doves got killed here by something that chewed their heads off one day when I went out early and didn't lock that door. A lot of stuff has happened here, so as beautiful as it is, a place is only as good as its neighbors, really. If they're watching this, I'm sorry, but I'm just stating facts. If some one wild person is around, that's one too many. They can do whatever. It says in one of the Proverbs, dwell nicely, peacefully with your neighbor, for he puts his trust in you, something like that. Well, I've said enough for one video, so Posey, we're gonna go bye-bye. Come on, go in the car. Posey. Yes, I could be getting something else done instead of rambling on YouTube and I know there are a lot more exciting people on YouTube talking a lot more to irrelevant things for you. Thank you for your time. I hope you all have a blessed day, and I'm enjoying everyone's videos that I watch. Just remember, don't worry and take life one day at a time. That's one of the things we were told to do.